Right, so a very good morning to Madam Najiha and at the same time everyone as well. This is basically my portfolio in which what type of activities that I've actually done for my portfolio in order to actually enhance my leadership skills. So with that being said, let's get straight into some of the portfolio activities that I've actually been part of. All right, so first and foremost, in terms of introduction, so as we all know, leadership skills are basically the abilities and qualities that enables us as individuals to actually guide and motivate us and also inspire others towards achieving a common goal as well. And with that being said, throughout my portfolio activities that I've actually been part of, I feel like these skills actually has encompassed a wide range of competencies. In terms those are like effective communication, decision making skills, problem solving skills, and also emotional intelligence, and also the ability to build and maintain strong relationships with a team, because not only leadership skills but also teamwork skills was also thoroughly enhanced during my portfolio activities. And I also believe that good leadership requires not only managing tasks but also understanding and responding to the needs of our team members, and in order to actually foster collaboration between them and also drive positive change. So I believe that leadership skills, it plays a very essential role in terms of success in both my personal and also professional settings, because it actually helps create an environment where everyone can actually thrive and contribute to the collective success as well. So with that being said, in order for my portfolio activity, these are some of the major objectives of my portfolio activity that I've been part of, in which my portfolio actually showcases my journey throughout in developing and applying leadership skills across various contexts. And I believe that through this experience in group projects, community service are examples of what portfolio activities that I've been part of. It also plays an essential role. Why leadership plays an essential role is because it also it enhances my communication, decision making, and also conflict resolution skills as well. And in terms of exploration of my portfolio, we will see examples on how actually I've applied my leadership skills, um, where it also correlates to the real world scenarios and reflections on what I have learned. And I believe that my goal is to continue growing as a leader and contributing positively to any team of organization that I choose to be a part of, and in order to actually make a meaningful impact as on the community I serve as well. And in terms of the key leadership skills, we can take a look. These are basically the key leadership skills that I've actually showcasted throughout my portfolio, are such as communication, decision making skill, teamwork skills, problem solving skills, delegation, emotional intelligence, and also adaptability in order to adapt as a leader in various in terms of strategies, various situation, and not most importantly also conflict resolution. Okay, and with that being said, I would like to actually move on to my portfolio activities, dive into my portfolio activities that I've been part of, and which I believe that has enhanced my leadership skills. So as for portfolio activity one, okay, and for this portfolio activity, I've actually it was based on program Mahasiswa Cemerlang, which is also known as PMC. And PMC is basically where I've actually volunteered as a group leader for this organization program. And PMC is also a group activity, which is actually undertaken as a part of the moral education subject. And this program also aimed to actually foster academic excellence and personal development as well among us as students. Through our collaborate efforts. And in this group project, we as students, we actually had to work together in order to organize and execute various type of activity designed to enhance our moral values as well, in term most importantly also my leadership skills and also community engagement. And my particular role was a leader, because as I volunteered to become the leader of the group, and as the leader of the group I was actually responsible for guiding the team, or guiding the team throughout the entire program. And this actually included planning and executing various type of activities such as ice-breaking sessions. I had to navigate my team in terms of executing role play exercises and also sharing session as well. And I believe that my role actually required me to actually communicate very effectively with team members and delegate tasks, and ensure that everyone actually contributed to the group success as well. And excuse me. some of the major skills that I've actually demonstrated throughout this particular activity were such as communication skills, because it required us as team to communicate with one another in terms of the leader as well. It also definitely enhanced teamwork skills because it ensures collaboration throughout this program. And not only that, but critical thinking skills were also another skill that I've actually enhanced throughout this activity as well. And last but not the least, most importantly, as a leader, it definitely enhanced my leadership skills because it had me leading the group through various modules and keeping everyone focused on the objectives of the program as well. But most importantly, the outcome was that I believe that under my leadership, the group actually successfully completed the program and also won third place, demonstrating the effectiveness of our teamwork and also leadership strategies that I believe that I've implemented during the activities as well. So with that being said, moving on. So these are basically the evidences that was actually taken by myself during the PMC program. So therefore, this is some of the pictures that were actually taken during the throughout the entire module that was done, and also until the closing ceremony of the PMC event for the subject of moral education. All right, moving on. In terms of reflection on action on this activity, I believe that there's definitely good, successful, bad, unsuccessful, easy, and also difficult aspects throughout this program. So in terms of good and successful aspect, firstly is definitely team cohesion, because the team actually worked very well, and our efforts were actually synchronized with which I believe that contributed to the overall success. And With that being said, it also enhanced the collaborative sprint, which actually made it easier to overcome the challenges as well. And most importantly, as a leader, it also definitely had a major leadership impact, because my leadership style, which actually focused on open communication and active involvement, helped me actually help the team actually stay motivated and was on track. And I feel like with my leadership skills, it actually contributed to the group's finishing third place, in the testament to the effectiveness of our approach. And last but not the least, we also had to execute role plays sessions and scenarios. And in terms of the role play sessions, it was actually particularly successful because it actually allowed participants to actually apply theoretical knowledge in real life scenarios and examples as well. And not however, there were good and successful aspects. There was also conversely bad and unsuccessful aspects as well. But one of the major bad and unsuccessful aspect was the time management, because although the event was successful overall, there were moments that we were struggling with time management, especially during more complex modules like creating the role play, executing the role play. So some activities actually like that took longer than anticipated, leading to rushed sessions towards the end. And apart from that, we also had limited resources of time, hindered our ability to actually fully execute some of our natural ideas as well. But other than the bad aspects, some of the easy aspects involves task delegation. The task assigning the task to the team members were actually very straightforward, and everyone was actually clear on the strengths and contributions to it. And communications were very, very effective as well throughout my entire team, and because it was actually keeping everyone informed and aligned with relatively smooth due to the open communication channels we actually established from the beginning. However, there were difficult aspects. In terms of difficult aspects, because there were few models to actually execute, juggling different components of the program was definitely one difficult aspect. From planning to executing also was it was also demanding for us as well. So with that is a bit on the good, successful, bad, unsuccessful, and also easy and difficult aspects of this activity. Lastly is in terms of my personal reflection as a leader, I feel like leading the program Mahasiswa Cermat PMC was actually a transformative experience for me, both personally and also professionally. And this role actually gave me the opportunity to actually step out of my comfort zone and take on responsibility that challenge my leadership abilities in new and dynamic ways. And I believe that as a leader, I actually was tasked with guiding the group throughout the various activities, including ice-breaking sessions, role plays, and sharing sessions. And each of these required different leadership approaches. Like for instance, like icebreaking session actually facilitated my open communication, also encouraged participants, and also ensured that every team member felt valued as well and felt heard. That is very, very important as well. So with that being said, I feel like this experience has actually shaped my perspective on leadership and teamwork skills. Moving forward, I believe that I'll carry these lessons with me throughout my future endeavors, and knowing that leadership is actually a continuous journey of learning and growth. And I'm also more confident now in my ability to lead effectively, and I'm eager to apply these skills in future endeavors, like I said, whether if it's in terms of academic or professional settings. But overall, in summary, I believe that leading the PMC was definitely played a pivotal movement in my leadership journey, and it actually taught me the value of adaptability as a leader, and also in order for a leader to show empathy and also collaboration skills as well. And I believe that I'm very, very grateful for getting to experience, and it also enhanced my personal growth as it brought as well. So with that being said, that is for my first portfolio activity, and that is a bit on how it actually enhanced my leadership skills. So with that being said, we'll move on to my next portfolio activity. Thank you. Alright, so now as for my portfolio activity 2, this actually included the activity of where intravenous, that is IV, and intramuscular IM route of drug administration. That was actually it was a demonstration in where I actually organized a workshop on the route of drug administration for my peers as well. And this activity actually involved conducting a laboratory demonstration focused on IV, intravenous, and intramuscular IM routes of drug administration. And as a workshop leader, I took on the responsibility of teaching my peers the correct techniques and the correct ways and consideration involved in these procedures. This was definitely a solid opportunity to actually apply my knowledge practically, while also enhancing my teaching and leadership skills within a clinical aspects of it. So in terms of the role as the leader of the workshop, my responsibilities actually included organizing the demonstration, ensuring all necessary materials and that were available, and I also managed the flow of the session as well, so that in terms of whether addressing any sorts of question that my peers had, or ensuring that everyone also had a clear understanding of the techniques being taught as well. So apart from that, in terms of skill demonstration, these are definitely some of the major skills that I enhanced during the carrying out this workshop of root of drug of administration. Firstly was definitely it enhanced my leadership skills. Apart from that, it also enhanced my communication skills, because clear and explained complex concepts were actually required throughout the sessions of this workshop. Apart from that, it definitely enhanced teamwork skills, because it also required me to collaborate with my peers during the practical demonstration and facilitate peer learning as well. And most importantly, it also enhanced my critical thinking skills, in terms of whether if I had to resolve any sorts of issues as well throughout my workshop. And last but not the least is also delegation. We had to assign specific tasks to the peers as well throughout the workshop, in order to actually test them or understand their knowledge on the workshop as well. Overall, the outcome of the workshop was successful, because with peers gaining a solid understanding of IV and IM, route of drug of administration tactics, I believe that the feedback that I've gotten from participants indicated that the session was very informative and also well organized as well. And moving on to the can take all right. So, if you can take a look here, these were some of the evidences and pictures that were actually taken with my peers during the workshop activity that was actually carried out on the intravenous and intramuscular route of drug of administration. So, with that being said, moving on. So, in terms of reflection on action, we had good, bad, easy, and difficult aspects of the workshop as well. As for the good and successful aspects, it definitely enhanced my engagement learning because the session was well received with the peers actively participating and asking questions throughout the workshop as well. So I believe that it also indicated a successful transfer of my knowledge and skills to the peers as well, particularly in understanding the procedures of the IV and IM drug administration as well. Apart from that, there was also clear communication as I was able to communicate the instruction and concept effectively, which contributed to the overall success of the workshop as well. Last but not the least, there was also very effective organization throughout the workshop because all necessary materials were prepared beforehand, ensuring there was no any sorts of interruptions during the demonstration as well. Apart from the good and successful, conversely, we also had bad aspects as well. However, it was mainly due to the time management, because while the workshop was generally a successful workshop, we also ran slightly over the allocated time. But with that being said, other than that, overall it was a successful workshop on the route of drug of administration. In terms of the easy aspects, I believe that because in terms of familiarity and context, because since I had a strong grasp of the subjects of the matter that I was explaining, so it made it very easy for me to explain the techniques, and guiding my peers through the process felt very natural and straightforward to me as well. Apart from that, there was collaborative environment made it easier for me to manage the session as well. But however, conversely, we did have difficult aspects, but because leading a workshop, especially on a technical subject, it actually can be nerve-wracking as well, because balancing the need to demonstrate accuracy while maintaining engagement was also definitely challenging for me at times as well. So moving on, most importantly, this is my personal reflection as a leader, because I feel like leading the workshop on intravenous and intramuscular route of drug of administration was actually both rewarding and also challenging experience for me, because as the facilitator of the workshop, I also had the opportunity to guide my peers through a clinical aspects of clinical practice, which also reinforced my own understanding and confidence in the procedure. So one of the significant aspects, I believe, that of this experience was the development of leadership skills, because I found that clear communication and patience were definitely essential materials that in ensuring that my peers could follow me along with my demonstration, and it was fulfilling for me to see them grasp the technique and I feel more confident in their abilities by the end of the session as well. However, the experience also highlighted some areas of growth, but managing the time was a challenge for me, as I became more deeply involved in ensuring that everyone understood the procedure. So, but overall, this experience solidified my belief in the importance of preparation, adaptability, and also clear communication as a leader. Because when leading a group, it also gave me a greater confidence in terms of ability to teach complex concepts to my peers, and also which will be invaluable in my future career. So I believe that I'm definitely proud of what I've accomplished, and eager to continue developing my leadership and teaching these skills in my future endeavors and also opportunities as well. So with that being said, that is a bit on what I've done and how I've enhanced my leadership skills in terms of my portfolio activity 2. So with that being said, I'll move on to my portfolio activity 3. Thank you. Alright, so with that being said, I'd like to move on to my portfolio activity 3. So in order for this activity, this activity actually involved of me becoming a team leader in my group projects and presentations. It also involved me volunteering and leading group projects or assignments in academic settings and for multiple academic subjects that I've taken throughout my semester as well. And this activity actually involved taking the lead in group projects and presentations for various academic subjects such as basic pharmacology and also Islamic civilization and civilization of Asia subject as well, as minor projects too that included. And I believe that this concept also involved managing team dynamics, and also it involved tasks were completed on time and guiding the team towards a successful outcome as well. And in terms of role as a team leader, I believe that my responsibility included organizing group meetings, delegating tasks to team members, and also facilitating communication within the group as well, because I believe that all of this actually adds up in order for everyone to work within the deadlines and work collaborative to meet our academic objective as well. In terms of the skill that I've actually demonstrated includes like communication skills, time management skill was definitely a challenge, but however it enhanced time management skills, delegations of the task between me and my team members, and also conflict resolutions where any sorts of disagreements of that were addressed or issues within the group to maintain a positive and productive working environment as well. But all of this actually led to a good outcome, because throughout my leadership resulted in a successful completion of the group projects and also presentation, and the group was also able to meet academic requirements and also perform well in the assignments as well. So with that being said, So this was some evidence that were taken throughout the presentations that were carried out, throughout the group discussions that were done throughout the semesters. So these were done on various different subjects. For instance, like basic pharmacology, we have actually presented on the clinical pharmacokinetics of it. We've had group discussions on it, and also for the Islamic civilizations, on what were the factors that were actually influencing SPM students on not continuing their higher studies. So these were some of the major projects that we, where I believe that I had enhanced my leadership skills, because I believe that I was also chosen to be a leader throughout this entire project as well. So with that being said, moving on, in terms of the reflection on action for this particular activity, there was good, bad, easy and difficult aspects. As for the good and successful aspects, it also enhanced team coordination, because it successfully organized group meeting. Because I had successfully organized group meetings and facilitated open communications for ensuring everyone was on the same page as I am. At the same time, it also led to completion of the task, because the group met all the deadlines and successfully completed all the project as well. And it also enhanced my team morale, because a positive and collaborative atmosphere is very, very crucial and important in order to actually meet those deadlines as well, and complete the task. And also it enhanced teamwork and helped us overcome any sorts of challenges as well. Conversely, in terms of bad and unsuccessful aspects, we faced with last minute challenges, encountered unexpected issues, but it also over here kind of enhanced my problem solving skills as well. Apart from that, there was definitely conflict resolution, because although conflicts were addressed, not all conflicts were resolved throughout the process, but however it was overcome. Apart from that, there was easy aspects. The easy aspects were definitely communication, because we had established clear and direct communication channels with me, from my side and also my team members' side, and it also helped and was easy and helped us avoid misunderstanding as well. Apart from that, conversely, we had difficult aspects, but the difficult aspects was definitely balancing multiple responsibility, because we were all students of different subjects, and also we had multiple subjects on our plate as well. So managing the demands of each project alongside with their particular subjects were definitely a big commitment, and also a challenge for both myself and also my team members as well, as a leader, and also for my team members in order to complete the task. So with that being said, in terms of what I gain as a leader, I believe that taking on a role of a team leader in various group projects and presentation has definitely been a significant learning experience, because it has actually allowed me to develop and refine essential leadership such as my communication skills, delegation skills, and also conflict resolution. But however, one of the most rewarding aspects of this role was the opportunity to guide my team members throughout these complex tasks, and ensure that everyone understood their responsibilities and felt supported as well, and also felt heard as well. But most importantly, I found that effective communication was the key, because keeping the lines of communication open allowed us to actually address any sorts of issues promptly and maintain a cohesive team dynamic. But with that being said, additionally, dealing with the pressure of ensuring everyone stayed on track while also managing my task. However, despite the difficulties, the experience has strengthened my problem-solving skills and taught me how to adapt to different solutions. But I learned that leadership is definitely just not about me directing others, but also about being flexible with them, and also showing empathy, and also being supportive as well. And the role has actually given me a greater confidence in my ability to actually lead and work with a team. And last but not the least, overall, becoming a team leader in these projects has been a valuable experience for me, because it has not only enhanced my leadership abilities, but also deepened my understanding of teamwork and also collaboration. So when we take a look moving forward in life, I believe that I plan to actually apply these lessons to my future leadership opportunities, and continually improving and refining my approach on them as well. So with that being said, that is what I've done for my how I've enhanced my leadership skills in my activity 3 portfolio activity 3, and what I actually gained as a leader as well. So with that being said, that is all for my portfolio activity 3. Now I actually like to move on to my portfolio activity 4. Thank you.
Alright, so moving on to my portfolio activity 4.
In terms for this activity, what I've done is that I've done to lead a community service initiative in which I had actually organized a charity event of selling lemonade for a fundraising event. Okay, and this activity actually involved leading a community service initiative where I organized a charity event focused on selling lemonade to raise funds for a specific cause. And this event was actually designed to actually bring together committee members and volunteers to actually contribute to a charitable event. Apart from that, it is also to actually raise awareness about the cause as well. Okay, and in terms of the role, my specific role was that I took on the role of the event organizer and leader, and this was actually responsible for overseeing all aspects of the event as well. And this also included setting up the logistic, coordinating with volunteers, and also managing the budget as well. And it was also mainly to ensure that we had a smooth execution of the lemonade stand. And in terms of skill demonstration, some of the major skills that I actually developed during this charity event was such as primarily leadership skills, because I led the group as well. Apart from that is communication skills. Besides that is to organize this project in terms of project management skills, teamwork skills with my amazing team, and also problem solving skills, as we also faced with some challenges as well. However, the outcome of this event actually is where the charity event was actually a success, raising significant funds for the cause. And the lemonade stand attracted a large number of participants as well, and the event also generated positive feedback from the committee, meaning that we also successfully managed to sell off all the lemonade that was prepared, and also surpass our target fund as well. So with that being said, these were basically the main evidence that was taken during the charity event, when during conducting the charity event of the lemonade stand. So these were some pictures that were taken during the event, and some customers that if you can see, some customers or our students, actually we actually emphasized on selling these lemonades to the students, and it was during a very hot day. So yeah, those were some students that approached and bought our lemonade as well. So with that being said, in terms of reflection on the action, we did have good and successful aspect, bad and unsuccessful aspect, and also easy aspect and difficult aspect as well. So in those terms, in terms of good and successful aspect, it included team collaboration because the volunteers were actually enthusiastic and we all worked well together actually, which made the event more enjoyable and efficient as well. And everyone was also committed to the cause and their particular task and contributed significantly to the event success as well. Apart from that was the event also attracted a good number of participants, which actually boosted our sales because we actually chose to sell this lemonade, and it surprisingly was a hot day, which also boosted our sales because it attracted more students, and it also increased awareness about the charity as well. Apart from that is our fundraising goals were also achieved, in which we met and even surpassed our fundraising targets, which was a major success for all of us as a leader and also as a team. However, conversely, we did face some bad and unsuccessful aspects. In those terms, the unsuccessful aspects were there were minor issues with the availability of supplies. For instance, there was not enough ice packs that was actually available, ice cubes that was available for the lemonade, although these were resolved very quickly. Apart from that was volunteer coordination, because we were all students that were taking our time off in order to thoroughly help through this charity event of selling our lemonade. So the overall team collaboration was strong, but however there were moments where the coordinating shifts and managing volunteers became a bit challenging for us, because we had to also lead brief periods of understaffing as well during the charity events. Apart from that is the easy aspect. So in terms of easy aspect, is the promotion. So as a leader, I came up with a marketing strategy to create posters and post it and include them on social media platforms and also various other platforms, and for a word of mouth. And it was indeed effective, as it actually brought attention to the event as well. Apart from that, conversely, we did have difficult aspect, which was primarily the time management, because balancing the organization of the charity event and also with other academic and personal commitments was a bit challenging for all of us. So we also had to ensure that all preparations were completed on time, required significantly with the effort as well. So moving on, with that being said, in terms of my personal reflection as a leader and how I actually enhanced my leadership skills, were basically leading the community service initiative of this lemonade stand. It actually provided me with a very deep sense of fulfillment, because knowing that our collective efforts contributed to a meaningful cause, as a leader I feel I was responsible for not only coordinating an event but also motivating and guiding a team of volunteers as well, and also learn how to effectively delegate tasks, manage a team, and communicate clearly to ensure everyone was aligned with the event goals as well. Apart from that also, however, overcoming these challenges provided significant moments when the logistic or volunteer coordination became difficult at the same time. However, each challenge, from handling supply shortages to coordinating shifts, was actually a learning opportunity that actually helped me enhance my project management and organization skills as well. And I believe that this experience has actually heightened my appreciation for community service and solidified my commitment to the power of collective action as well. But the skills and insight actually gained thoroughly leading this charity event will be applicable to many areas of my personal and professional life. But whether it's managing future projects or leading teams or engaging in community service, the lessons learned from this experience will definitely guide me in handling complex tasks and leading with confidence. And I believe that I'm now better at equipped to take a leadership role and contribute positively to both organizational and community efforts as well. And overall, in summary, I believe that leading the community service initiative of this organization, the charity event of the lemonade stand, was actually a very transformative process for me, because it actually challenged me, developed thoroughly my leadership skills, and provided a sense of accomplishment as well. And with that purpose, I believe that the experience actually left a very lasting impact on me, reinforcing my dedication and also community service and my leadership skills as well. So with that being said, that is my portfolio for my activity on my portfolio activity 4. Okay, and how I actually enhanced my leadership skill throughout this event, throughout this activity. So, and what are some insights that I've gained as well. So with that, Alright, so moving on. As for the challenges that I faced and what type of solutions that I came up with for the leadership activities. Firstly, as for activity one for PMC, the challenges that I actually faced were managing a diverse team with varying levels of experience, and motivation was a significant challenge, and it ensured that I had to ensure that everyone was engaged and working towards the same goal required careful attention. But what type of solutions that I came up with as a leader, I believe that I implemented regular check-ins and team meetings to ensure open lines of communication, and I believe that this actually helped in terms of addressing concerns and early and keeping everyone aligned with the project goals as well. And next, moving on, in terms of the challenges faced and solutions for leadership activities for activity 2, that was in terms of leading a workshop on IV and IM route of drug administration demonstration for the peers. The main challenges I faced was keeping the participant engaged and ensuring they understood the complex material was challenging. But in terms of that, the solution that I came up with was to actually enhance engagement. So what I did was I incorporated interactive elements like Q&A sessions to test them, to test their understanding on the clinical practice, and also hands-on practice as well. This approach, I believe, that actually helped maintain participant interest, and it actually facilitated better understanding of the material as well. And moving on, as for activity 3, for becoming the team leader in group projects and presentation, the main challenge I faced was to balance the leadership role with other academic responsibilities was challenging, because it wasn't only one particular academic activity that I had to play a part of being the leader, but there was various other subjects and various other projects that I had to also play my role as a leader. So I had to ensure that all group tasks were complete on time, required careful planning as well. But what I did was, in terms of solution and adaptation to it, I used project management tools. Like what I did was I created a clear timeline, and I also created deadlines for each task for my team members so they would be aware. And apart from that, this also helped in keeping track of our progresses together, and ensuring that everyone, including myself, was aware of our own responsibilities, whether in terms of the leader or team members as well. And last but not the least is in terms of activity 4, in terms of leading the community service initiative and organizing a charity event of the lemonade stand. The main challenge I faced was coordinating volunteers and managing their shift efficiently was complex and required continuous attention. So because all of us are students, and we also did have classes in between during this community service for my community service subject, but the solution that I came up with was to effectively communicate clearly with volunteers about their roles and responsibilities, and also in terms of the delegation of specific tasks for them, in order to be reliable on the team members to help in managing the event so that the event could be done more efficiently, and ensure that all aspects were covered as well. And apart from the challenges faced and solutions for the leadership activities, one of the major key learnings from each of these events in terms of leadership insights, personal growth, and impact on the team were, firstly, in terms of leadership insights, were clear and open communication was essential in managing the diverse team and ensuring everyone was on the same page. Apart from that was understanding the team members' perspective and being flexible in accommodating their needs as well, as in terms of team dynamic, maintaining team dynamic. In terms of personal growth was definitely I developed a stronger ability to handle conflicts constructively by learning to mediate and mediate and find solution that satisfy all parties involved. But in terms of the team impact on the team, is definitely we achieved our goals, where the team success, including in winning 3rd place for PMC, was a direct result of effective leadership and team coordination. Moving on, as for key learnings from leading a workshop on the IV and IM route of drug administration demonstration for my peers, were the leadership insights was that through the preparation and having backup plans were critical. And apart from that is the interactive elements into the session help maintain participant interested and facilitated and in order to contribute to better outcomes. But in terms of my own personal growth, I gained valuable experience in teaching. complex material, improving my ability to actually explain and demonstrate intricate concepts effectively. But in terms of the impact on the team, is that the interactive and well prepared, I believe, demonstration that I've carried out for my peers, it led to enhancing their practical skills and knowledge as well. Moving on, as for the key learnings from becoming a team leader in group projects and presentation, in terms of the leadership sides, I believe that time management, because it was very crucial in balancing leadership responsibility with other academic commitments, as I stated before as well. But other than that, is keeping team members motivated and coordinating their efforts was essential in terms of meeting the deadlines as well to achieve our goals. But in terms of the personal growth, I developed a better understanding on how to lead a diverse group and ensure everyone contributes to the project success. Besides that, in terms of the impact on the team, it was a successful project outcome because we as a group, we successfully completed the projects and presentation, and I believe it was due to my effective leadership and coordination, at the same time alongside with my team members' effort as well. And last but not the least is in terms of the key learnings what I've learned from leading a community service initiative and organizing a charity event as a leader. In terms of the leadership insights, I believe that effective management of resources and volunteers is essential in order to carry out and execute a community service event. At the same time, keeping volunteers motivated and engaged is also very, very crucial in order to create a positive and supportive environment for them as well. In terms of personal growth, my ability to lead and communicate effectively with volunteers, I believe that it has improved. And as for the team, I believe that the charity event was a success because we did surpass the targeted funds raised, and it was a direct result of effective leadership, I believe, and team management as well. And with that being said, moving last but not the least, in conclusion, I believe that throughout the activities I've engaged in, I think I've demonstrated and honored a range of great leadership skills across these various contexts, that is the program Asiswa Cemerlang PMC, of leading a group in this moral education event, leading a workshop on IV and IM route of drug administration demonstration, where this experience actually emphasizes my importance of thorough preparation, adaptability, and teaching methods for my peers. Next is becoming a team leader in group projects and presentation, in where I actually had balanced multiple projects, highlighted my skills in time that resulted in completion and enhanced team performance as well, completion of the successful project. And lastly is to lead a community service initiative of organizing a charity event of the lemonade stand, where I had organized a charity event. I believe that it taught me the importance of resource management and volunteer encouragement, which led to a successful fundraising event and increased volunteer satisfaction as well. And with that being said, last but not the least, my final thoughts I would like to state for my portfolio is that leadership, I believe, is more than just guiding a team. I believe it is also about inspiring, about empowering, and also achieving collective goal, because each activity actually provided me with unique challenges and different opportunities for my own personal growth, reinforcing my understanding of effective leadership as well in terms of different aspects of the leadership. So as I move forward in life, I believe I'm committed to applying these skills in my future commitments, endeavors that I might face upon, continuously striving to improve my leadership abilities and make a positive impact in both my personal and professional spheres. So with that being said, that is what I've done for my leadership skills portfolio activities, and what I've learned throughout my a journey of my portfolio activities that I've came upon. And I believe that this will definitely have the leadership skills will definitely have a big impact on me, and in a good way, right? So with that being said, that is all from me. Thank you, Madam Najeha, and also to my fellow classmates. Thank you. Right.